We have an urgent update to talk about for silver price, gold price, copper price, because in the last 24 hours, guys, big manipulation happening on the price levels of these metals. We're going to talk about it in today's video. So why, oh why has there been a sell-off right here? Not only on silver, it's actually across the board. Gold dipping as well, and copper dipping as well to some degree. Am I worried about this dip? Am I getting panicked? We'll talk about all that, plus the biggest news as well in the markets. So you're fully up to date and you've got some good intel right here. So right now there has been just a short-term sell-off, and I would say, look, the way I kind of think about these price levels for copper, for gold, for for silver, is this is just all short-term noise. That's the only way I think about it. I'm not in the market to day trade this and try and buy the dips, sell the tops, and all that type of stuff. I just look for the longer term macroeconomic patterns. And one thing we are seeing is, like, Grok has kind of told us why the prices have fallen out in the last 24 hours. But a lot of these things, Grok is talking about is actually very bullish long-term fundamental factors. So if you see right here, hot PPI, so hot producer price index, recent April PPI came in stronger than forecast. This has reignited inflation fears, especially with energy prices elevated due to geopolitical issues like Strait of Hormuz disruptions. Hotter inflation data pushes bond yields higher and dims hopes for near-term Federal Reserve rate cuts. But I'd also say the counterpoint to that is, in the long term, what's a great hedge against inflation? Gold and silver. What do people need in the economy in the long term? They need copper. So a lot of this stuff, even though the price is going down, I think long term, it's actually looking extremely bullish. Stronger US dollar, but is the US dollar really that strong when you are facing $39 trillion in national debt and it keeps climbing, it keeps getting debased? Again, I would say that's another bullish factor for gold, silver, copper long term. Yes, we will have some profit taking. So anytime there is types of run-ups in the copper price to the silver price, people will jump in there. There will be day traders trading this away. So look, you can day trade it if you want. And if you want to make money in the short term, yeah, you potentially can do that. Even though that's not really for me, it's not a strategy I'm currently focused in for gold, silver, or copper. I prefer the long-term, stack and hold, and some bullish fundamentals underneath. But that is something else, pushing down these prices in the short term. And also as well, look, there's some copper specific factors coming in, but I would say, look, at the moment, there is still some very, very bullish long-term things. Trump is in China. They're talking about all types of deals and negotiations. We have Cuba on the horizon. We have Iran, which is completely unresolved, and it's just the never-ending story. So even today, we have a look at Zero Hedge, and Zero Hedge has said right here, Trump has come out and said we don't need the Strait of Hormuz open. So look, maximum fatigue levels with the Strait of Hormuz situation. What Trump says. So Trump says like an opposite statement every second day. It's highly fatiguing to listen into it. And this guy right here, we have an update from Iran, and they have said right here, where is it? Not this tweet, it's this one right here. So it's coming out from MB Ghalibaf, who's got all the banter and he's got some big wit. He says right here, so you're funding Hegseth, the failed TV host, at rates unheard of since 2007, so he can cosplay as Secretary of War in our backyard in Hormuz. You know what's crazier than 39 trillion in debt? Paying a pre-GFC premium to fund a LARP, and all you get is a brand new GFC. So they are pointing, he is saying, this is bad, and he's also screenshotted this. US sells 30-year bonds at 5% yield for the first time since 2007. The $25 billion auction comes hours after data showing sharpest rise in producer prices since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So obviously inflation is bad, right? It is bad. It is getting worse. And look, I think gold, silver, copper, I trust this more than I do with the US national debt. And even though the prices are going down, I still am quite convicted in this. So where else do you really, park your money? Again, you guys go make your own decisions, not financial advice. Do your research, all that important stuff. But I think, look, a lot of the fundamentals we're talking about in today's video, they're actually bullish. Even though the price is going down, it's still bullish right there. And that's an interesting update. And it's completely unresolved, this Strait of Hormuz, what US is going to do next. Anyone's guess at all. So it's just something we have to keep on the radar. as this journey unfolds. And, I hope that, the next GFC doesn't happen. Not really going to be a fan of that. And it's coming at kind of the worst time in the world. I just want to share with you this as well. So yeah, the AI tech is getting real. So in the background, this is day 2 of a live stream. This is something cool for you guys tuning into the end of the video. But have a look at this. Watch Humanoid Robots, Bob, Frank, and Gary running 24/7. This is a fully autonomous running Helix O2. And this is literally going to replace people. So yeah, how society's going to deal with this, these robots that just don't sleep really, they don't stop, they can start to do these manual handling tasks. Like this robot is running fully off AI, cameras, decision making. His job is to flip the packages over so the barcode's on the bottom, and he flips the packages around, and he runs like non-stop. This is coming out of Figure AI, and I actually researched this to see if this is a publicly traded company, but it's not. You can't actually buy into this company. But this is the stuff that's on the horizon, and watch out for this. It's just going to get more and more crazy as this journey unfolds. But remember, to fuel the robotic revolution, you're going to need copper, you're going to need precious metals, you're going to need rare earths, all that important stuff. And this is the major productivity booster, I would say, with economies. But then what do the humans do? That's the big question still on a lot of people's minds right there. But guys, crazy update today. If you guys enjoyed it, like the video. Appreciate you tuning in. Go have a great day. If you want the next update, just subscribe. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.